pH. pH scale, when we look at pH, it's percentage of hydrogen molecules is technical. So the pH scale is a range from 1 to 14. The body, it lives in that neutral zone, 7.3. Okay? Neutral zone, plus or minus a couple points. Okay? Lower than 7.3 is considered an acidic substance. Higher than 7.3 is considered an alkaline substance. Each number away from 7 is a magnitude of 10. So a pH of 8 is 10 times more alkaline than a pH of 7. A pH of 6 is 10 times more acid than a pH of 7. Okay? So if you understand that, here's what we need to understand. Why is this important in the body? All diseases, including, and I would almost say especially cancer, has an acidic environment. Thrives in acid. A balanced acid-alkaline relationship is the secret. So your pH has to be neutral or actually slightly alkaline in order to prevent cancer and other disease processes. Okay, so let's look at some of the things that we consume that goof up pH. Milk has a pH of 6.5. Okay? Distilled water is a pH of 5.8. Now, water is a big one reason. I'll come back to water in a second. Beer, 4 to 5 pH. Coffee, 2.5 to 3.5. It's almost like stomach acid. Okay, so, yeah, wine. I tell you people, wine. Okay. Wine is on the list, yes. Orange juice, soft drinks, cola, okay? Alcohol, but in general, but wines. Stomach acid is 1 to 2, and battery acid is 1.0. So, just think about some of the things you commonly consume and what that's doing to your body. Now, in order to offset this, you guys, 1 can of soda has a pH of 2.5. In order to offset, to neutralize that, you would have to drink 30 cups of water. You'd have to drink 30 cups of water to neutralize that. Oh, well, I don't really like water, so I drink lots of tea and coffee, and I'm getting water that way, right? No, actually, you're creating more of a problem doing that. Okay, you're creating a higher acid environment. When your pH balance of 7.3, the cells are able to absorb the right amount of oxygen. Water, they can conduct the electrical impulses properly, right? Because that molecular chemistry is really an electrical reaction on its base level of how anions and cations interact. Nutrients replicate normally and to never build disease. Unless your pH is right, you can't heal from disease. Okay? So, if you have proper pH, your body can take calcium and it puts it into bones. If your pH is off, it pulls calcium out of your bones to buffer your pH. So you keep taking your supplements. I'm taking my cold calcium, but you're still washing it down with a big old Vente mocha. You're not doing any good, and you're still stripping minerals out of your bone, creating osteoporosis to try to keep you from getting. Your body says, "I'd rather have long-term osteoporosis than cancer." Okay? When the body becomes acidic, it'll dump the overload into the other areas and organs. So it'll take this circulating acidity in the bloodstream, and it has to get it out of the bloodstream, so it starts just accumulating in different organs. Okay? So where the acidic residues end up determines the name you put on the symptom. If it ends up in the pancreas, I get pancreatitis. If it ends up in the kidneys, I get nephritis. If it ends up in my colon, I get colitis. You see what I'm saying? If that goes on, then it turns into the disease, right? So if I get the pancreatitis long enough, I end up with diabetes or I end up with pancreatic cancer. One of the things my father did, he was known for drinking like a pot or more of coffee a day. Heart disease, that acidic buildup stripping our arteries is what causes the damage to the inside lining of the arteries, which causes the cholesterol to plaque up. Because the plaque is trying to patch It's like putting slime in your inner tubes, that green stuff. That's considered out like the cholesterol. It's not causing any damage. It's just there, circulating through your bloodstream, no problem. But if you got damaged arteries, it wants to bind up, because it's better to slowly clog your arteries than to instantaneously blow out an artery. Does that make sense? So once again, clogged arteries is a natural, normal response, healthy response to an unnatural, abnormal, unhealthy environment. Make sense? Okay. Cancer cells make your body more acidic as they produce the production of lactic acid. So ironically, guess what? In a sense, in order to survive, they make a more acidic environment to survive better. So cancer it becomes self-perpetuating. You see what I'm saying? So you got to kind of starve those things out.